What's up, Better Days? I was out here, a couple days ago with my boat looking with my forward-facing sonar, and I found some crappies. Alright, so these crappie were right next to the bank, and I could see that there was a bunch of trash at the bank. So all I had to do was figure out where I needed to park to walk in here. It was a pretty good hike, and what I'll do is I'll just drop a pin for my Patreon subscribers exactly where I parked, so they can know where to come into this spot and get in here and try to get after these crappie. Now I will say there's a lot of crappie at this spot, and it's my first time trying to go after them, so it's not always easy to get dialed in. But once you figure it out and you've gone to a spot several times, you figure out where they sit, how deep they sit, what they respond to, if you need to, pause it or jiggle it or twitch it. You get all that stuff figured out. So that's what we're here to do today. Try to catch some crappie, try to get dialed in on where they sit, how to get them from the bank. We just missed our first crappie on our first cast. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I figured this was a good spot. I've never been here before. Oh, that's why you were going to bring that other pole. There's one. That's a stud too, you guys. That's a stud muffin. Oh, he's heavy for his size. Literally heavy for his size. Oh my goodness. That's a stud. It's a big old healthy, happy baby. Let's see. Is he as big as the bucket? No. Not quite. He's still got a couple inches to go, a couple inches to grow. Wow. That's the first one of the day, though. Golly, no way, no way. You saw me set that hook just now. That fish was right here. That fish was literally at the surface, right here beside us. It was right there. No way. I may be able to dangle this thing over the edge and just hold it there and get them to come up and bite it. Oh my goodness, that was so close to us. Oh, that was crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's deep right there. I've done this before. This works. Usually you gotta be real patient. Stand here real still. Just kind of move it up and down. Twitch it a little. Crazy. He hit it right at the surface, right here. Well, there goes a loon, but also my stomach. I just got better days on the lake. That's cool. It's a struggle to catch these fish. I don't know why. Awesome sunrise this morning. That was about a quarter-mile hike through the woods to get out here to the bank. Got all these gulls. We got some loons going crazy. I've already caught a couple crappie. Killer morning. I've thrown a whole bunch of stuff at these fish so far. Different sizes, different weights, different colors. My goodness. Just because you can see them on the fish finder and catch a couple when you get here, that doesn't mean you can beat them up. I think maybe today's just a slow day. Usually when you catch a crappie, or two especially, there's a whole bunch more. And I know they're there. We saw them. I know they're there. But they're being tough to catch this morning. It's the perfect time of day. The sun's coming up. It's beautiful out. Fish are jumping everywhere. The birds are going crazy. But these fish are just tight-lipped. They may have eaten overnight. I don't know. They usually always go off, though, first thing in the morning. Maybe catching two is them going off. I don't know. The way I have to work these fish, though, I'll cast this lure out and I'll work the water column to try to find where they are, and then gosh, how do you compete with that? You can't. It's just beautiful out here. Gosh, pretty blessed. That was a crappie swirl right there at the surface. I haven't been able to get them to eat at the surface except for that very one cast where I was reeling in. He hit it right here. I don't know. I'm having fun though. I'm glad you guys are with me. You need somebody to talk to. At this point, the fish are just teasing me. They're jumping everywhere. It's amazing how the fish can be going off and simultaneously not doing anything. I would think that right there, that was a crappie swirl at the surface. I've heard it so much in my life, but I've tried fishing right over here. I've tried fishing all around. There's another one right there. Maybe they're heating up now. Maybe they'll heat up now that the sun is up. I don't know. They're not doing very good though. I know that. I wonder if these people are going to yell, "What's up, better days?" I doubt it. They're going a little too fast. Those other guys were just the right speed to realize who I was. See, that was a crappie right there. He just come and took something off the surface. I can't get him to bite at the surface. I've tried running it at the surface. I've tried everything I know how to do. They just not having it. Well, I've thrown every size jig head that I have. Every little color Bobby Garland that I brought. They just, man, they don't want anything. Don't really matter what I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been a complete success. Catching 2 crappie off of a new spot is fantastic. But when you catch a couple that quick, especially since I got a bite on the first cast, I just assumed I would get into a pile of them, but sometimes that happens. We may have got here right when they were done feeding, or I don't know, pulling a couple out of there may have spooked the rest of them out of here. They may have gone down in there and told their buddies, hey, they're on to us. But they're just tight-lipped or moved away, and that happens. Sometimes on these cliff faces, these fish move great distances. You never really know why, other than probably just following their food. Man, that looks so good. I'm about to have to call it though. I am starving. You guys have heard my stomach grumbling the whole entire time I've been out here. So that's a first for me. I just got that. That was my first trip out with my forward-facing sonar. And I found this spot not far from my house that I didn't know was here. And I figured out that you could park somewhere and get out here. And then I caught crappie on my first time here fishing from the bank. I'm going to beat them up from this spot. I'm going to absolutely beat them up. I have no doubt in my mind. I just got to get dialed in. It's always going to take a certain depth in the water column or a certain speed, or you're going to have to figure it out. All that information, though, when I figure it out, I'm going to write it up, put it on a pro report, and put it on my Patreon at Better Days Fishing. So if you want to check that out, it's $5 a month. Right now, I don't know how long I can do that price. That's a steal. It's a lot of good information. I pretty much post almost daily. So hit me up, Better Days Fishing on Patreon. This was, in my book, this was a complete success. I love that I got a nice big slab crappie, and if I was a hungry person, I could have taken that home and eaten it. And that's a good thing. So that's what I do. I do good things that are a lot of fun, and then I try to share them with you guys on my Patreon. If you like that kind of thing, consider subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a better day.